it's a relationship between two people, and I think if it didn't work out, it didn't work out. It's between them, and they have the prerogative to share more about it. It depends on how much those two people allow anything to affect the relationship. Mine, no, I mean, it didn't, because in whichever equation I'm in, I mean, it's between me and that person. Mr. Bachchan and Dhanush is that they're very encouraging of even a newcomer and their co-actors, and very comfortable to be around. Hi, I'm Akshara Haasan, and you're watching me on ETimes.
Hi, this is Amina Sheikh, and with me today I have Akshara Haasan, who has made her debut in Bollywood. And of course, she's also worked in Tamil films, in South films. Let us hear from her what she has to say. Hi, Akshara, welcome on ETimes.
Hi, thank you.
So, Akshara, right now during this lockdown, how are you coping up with the the stress and how with the work and all? Tell me about it.
So as like everyone else, it is a bit of a stressful time during this pandemic, because a lot of people's work is a bit inconsistent, or we're all trying to find a new way of normal. Keeping in mind with the whole COVID situation, and we're all just trying to get back on our feet and not be stuck at home. I mean, yeah, after a point we do get bored at home, like I've read books, I've watched a few films, but after a point you're like, okay, I would like to get out of the house as well. But it's not bad though. I mean, I've gotten to spend some time with myself as well, a lot of time, and rediscover myself. So in a way, that's been a upside in many ways.
Also, Akshara, right now a lot of people are struggling, and even the industry is struggling a lot. And you have also started some initiative. Could you elaborate on that?
Initiative in what sense do you mean?
And trying to help people, and trying to
Yes.
support.
See, end of the day, we all have to try and help each other as much as possible, in whatever capacity that we can. And if it meant me using my social platform to get someone a bed, then why not? For them to get into better health, then why not help? If I have the means to that end, then why can I not help for someone's life, in saving someone's life? So I do try, and I've tried using my platform to get as much help for the people as much as I can in my power. And in person, I try and see if there's anything if I can do the proper way. And yeah, that's about it.
Akshara, when you started your career, that time you started as an assistant director, and you were not that confident to be an actress. And said about it, during your initial days. Right now, you are actually pursuing a career, in acting and all. So, what made you change the decision, and how does it feel being on camera? Does that make you nervous? And how does it the exciting journey you have to tell about it?
So initially, like for my first film, uh, I was really nervous as an actor. My first film as an actor, I mean, to be clear. I was to my first scene. I remember my hands were shaking because I was so nervous. I was like, "Oh my god, I've actually not done this in front of a camera properly before," and I still did it, and it felt great, to be honest. And I did a good job, at least for my first take, and it felt good. So that kind of motivated me to do better and give my best and grow as an actor, as an artist, and let that process help me understand the industry and the craft more, which it did definitely, with a great bunch of technicians and co-actors alongside me.
You also worked in Shamitabh with Amitabh Bachchan and Dhanush. Could you share some experiences of being on the sets and working with them?
So one great, amazing quality that I saw from both Mr. Bachchan and Dhanush is that they're very encouraging of even a newcomer and the co-actors and very comfortable to be around. Like, yes, they are of that stature, yes, but they also make you comfortable that, yeah, let's try and be the character and work this out. And they're very helpful and with one another when it comes to the scenes. And if they're stuck or anything, they're always helpful. Like, hey, what's up? Like, could we help you in any way? Or is there something you'd like to share that we can help you resolve? Or it was very kind, and it was very professional as well. I got to learn so much.
You worked with your mom in the beginning when you started the career. So how was that experience with you? Because you were an assistant director for the movie. How was that experience for you, being, there, and she being a renowned actress, being there in the industry for so long?
It was very interesting and it was very professional, to be honest. One thing I've a belief I feel I've kept with me for a long time is that even though you're related to a person on set, when you come to set, you're there or work. You are there to work and not sit with your relative or anything and be a little relaxed. We're all these professionals, and we should do our job. And I think we all just did our job great. And I feel it was a wonderful experience working on that set as well, because there were other really amazing actors as well who I got to learn from as well. As an AD, I got to pick up a lot of things, such as a small nuance of an actor, and be like, okay, maybe if I become an actor, I would probably use this technique over there. So it was a very interesting uh, experience as a whole. Yes.
We get to see Shruti Haasan sharing a lot of pictures and some fun she does with you also, and on her Instagram, and it's very active and all. Are you also that crazy about social media, or do you try to like stay away?
I so earlier was not very regular with my Instagram and my social media accounts, but I feel I'm right now. I'm probably walking in the gray area where I'm not posting a lot or too less. I would like to think that I'm in the gray area, but yeah, I mean it helps to share things. It helps get my work across. It helps getting in touch with people, uh, being in touch with people, getting maybe saying something that could help them. So yeah, I mean it is more regular now, but I've never been the kind to constantly share as well.
You've always been a reclusive person, and you have always kept your life also quite reclusive. At one point of time, you were open about your life, and long back when you were dating Tanuj Virani, and he recently spoke about that. But do you somewhere feel that opening up about your relationship in the media somewhere hampers your relationship? Do you personally feel that?
No, it doesn't. It depends on how much those two people allow anything to affect the relationship. It really depends on those two individuals of how much they let what affect their relationship. So in mine, no, I mean it didn't, because in whichever equation I'm in, I mean it's between me and that person.
So do you somewhere feel that it's like it's okay to like also open up, but at the same time like to maintain that privacy somewhere?
100%, yes, because I feel we all deserve that, and we all have that right to a certain amount of privacy. I think it's fair, right?
Through that. Akshara, tell me about like what projects are you working on currently, and what is exciting you?
So I've done a Tamil film called Agni Sirugal. We're still in the post-production stage. I've also done a show in Hindi, which I think we're still yet to talk more in detail about. But do expect a online OTT show from my side as well in Hindi. Once I'm ready to talk further about it, I will let you know.
Akshara, what do you have to say about the change which has happened currently in the Indian film industry of films releasing on OTT, and right now of course theaters are shut because of the COVID, and of course this transition is quite different, but at the same time it affects the box office, and it affects a lot of people, the technicians, the people who are there behind the camera and all. So what do you have to say on this?
I mean, it is a struggle. I mean, we all are a lot of, I can say we're all here in an industry that we are truly passionate about. And the fact that you're not unable to do what you're truly passionate about is very disheartening. I hope that people don't stop what they are truly passionate about. And this pandemic has been difficult for us to achieve that in many ways. But all I can say is I just hope we all hang in there, because there is light at the end of this tunnel.
True.
And there is some sort of light.
We definitely appreciate your point, and it's quite valid, and that's definitely going to help a lot of people right now who are struggling a lot. A lot of people have also lost their jobs and their family members and all during this period, and that is something which we keep on seeing on news also, that a lot of people are struggling and all. But do you somewhere feel like there is also an improvement during how it was earlier and how it is right now, or do you feel that it's still like there is a lack of a lot of things and hospitality and all these things? What are your thoughts on this?
See, there are a lot of things that you can say a lack of things. There are a lot of lack of things because it's the pandemic. So, I mean, there are a lot of restrictions and we wish we didn't have. But hey, it's our safety, and it's unfortunate. Families have had people, like family members have lost their job. They're all struggling for an income. Um, it's unfortunate that we're here. I really, it's very disheartening. I'm really not sure what else to say beyond this, because it 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 really disheartens me to see this and be through this with everyone. We can just be together and be there and do what we can.
Expected like it will be that bad ever in India, honestly.
Yeah, you as kids, I remember we used to say, the Spanish flu and all. Imagine if we lived through a time like that, buddy. We may have wished for the wrong thing.
Yeah, that's true. That's
And nobody would have expected to be this bad.
It does make us emotional, and it's like quite a bad time for a lot of people right now, but it's a pain who must go on like that, have to be practical as well as like emotional, have to manage things and all,
Yeah.
but that is how we are keeping it going. It's like that. Akshara, you have never shared screen space with your father. Would you like to like work with him, or correct
Of
me if I'm
course, of course, I would love to. But my father, my mother, my sister, uh, these are actors who I really respect and look up to, and I have so much to learn from all three of them. I hope I do get to work with them whenever the opportunity arises.
And what kind of genre attracts your attention personally? What kind of films somewhere gets your attention and you are hooked up to?
Action films, definitely. At times, I actually like psychological thrillers. I like a good comedy as well.
And
Yes.
if if you like right now you're focusing a lot on acting and all, but if given a chance to direct a film, what would be the theme of the story and what would you prefer working on?
Probably something uh sci-fi-ish or action, uh psychological drama of sorts, I would say. Probably a gangster, or a mob story, or something based on a parallel universe in the different dimensions.
That's quite
And
sweet to hear, because
yeah,
it attracts a lot of attention for sure. Even I love such films, to be very honest. It's
yeah. Oh wow.
to actually watch all together. It's quite good to see such films. Actually, recently, Shruti Hassan also opened up, on the separation between Kamal Hassan and your mother Sarika, and she said like it's good. What are your thoughts on this? That they have separated.
I mean, it's a relationship between two people, and I think no one else really has the right to speak much about it except for them. To be honest, if it didn't work out, it didn't work out. Can't say much beyond that. It's between them, and they have the prerogative to share more about it.
And personally, as right now you're single, and personally, what do you look into a partner when you are actually like rooting out for a partner, or what qualities do you see in a man personally?
Transparency, honesty, and needs to be comfortable in his own skin.
And what kind of difference do you see in Bollywood and in South cinema, which is quite like, it's quite different because of what I have heard and of what the interviews I've done so far. South people are quite, vigilant and quite, careful about the scripts and all, and also at the time, even about timings and all. And at the same time, sometimes in Bollywood, things do go, haywire when it comes to maintaining the times and all. So what do you have to say? What changes do you see, personally from your end?
Firstly, it's a mindset which is different. Each city, each state, and has a different mindset. Like even in Maharashtra itself, if you see, Bombay say Pune tak, you see there is, I mean, it's similar, but you still see a different mindset. You're like, oh, okay. So that is definitely one of the things I feel that is a difference between the two, which therefore affects the way of working and their approach towards how you choose your scripts or direct your scripts or any of that. So that is definitely one, and very, but one thing I really like is both have very helpful people and they're always there. Someone is there to look out for you as well. That's one beautiful quality of both. So yeah, I mean, at the top of my head, this would be it.
Yeah. That's quite nice to hear from your end that they have their own different qualities, which, of course, makes a good project. Thank you so
Yes.
much, Akshara, for your time. And one message from your end to the people out there who are struggling right now and for your fans out there.
Yes, it is. Hi guys. I just want to say I know it is it's a very difficult time out there right now. Things are not looking up. Yes, I agree. But you know what? There is light at the end of this tunnel. Things will get over soon and it'll be over soon and out of our lives. So, just hang in there. It'll be fine. It'll be okay.
Thank you so much for your time and all the best for your projects. And I hope we meet, one-on-one and not on Zoom anymore.
Yes, thank you. And please stay safe.